Hello everyone, welcome to City Hall, to London's living room. I'm Caroline Russell, as Matthew just said, and thank you very much for opening our event. We've just had an extraordinary 2 weeks. The hottest Easter since records began, notwithstanding it was a late Easter, and Extinction Rebellion just being utterly amazing on our streets. I had no idea when I commissioned this research from Bevan back in November that climate change would be so much at the forefront of public debate when we came to publish it. If you had told me 3 weeks ago even, that we would have seen a pink boat docked at Oxford Circus challenging the government to tell the truth about the climate emergency, let alone that there would have been a party around it for 4 or 5 days, I just wouldn't have believed you. But it has happened. I went down to join people on Waterloo Bridge and at Oxford Circus on my way home from work every day. I met people who had come from all over the country to join this groundswell of public feeling and action. They were doctors, nurses, social workers and teachers, and they told me they just felt that they didn't know what else they could do other than be there. We've seen a monumental shift in public alarm about the risks of climate change. The ultimate risk, the risk of the end of our civilization. And the message that it's time to tell the truth, to take action, and to go beyond politics couldn't be more compelling. As Matthew just said, in the last few weeks we've had David Attenborough, the man synonymous with documenting the natural world, the Governor of the Bank of England, Mark Carney, and the Youth Strike for Climate founder, Greta Thunberg, all in agreement on this. These aren't fringe voices. Greta Thunberg has addressed our Parliament. Michael Gove, I believe, has met with Extinction Rebellion today, and indeed the Mayor met with them yesterday. And so to go back to a time before these extraordinary few weeks, when that tide of feeling was just beginning to swell. Back to last October, the IPCC published their stark study showing that at the current rate of warming, average global temperatures could rise by 1.5 degrees as early as the 2030s. That's just over a decade away. Time is not on our side. And what we do, every single one of us, in this next decade, will determine our future. In response to the frankly terrifying IPCC report, I called on my colleagues on the London Assembly and the Mayor to join with me to declare a climate emergency. This followed the lead set by Bristol City Council, which set a precedent for other major and world cities to follow. And I'm glad to say that no party opposed this motion, and the Mayor has agreed that we are in a climate emergency. It's our duty as elected members to find out what risks London and Londoners face from a warming world. And we must take action to avoid these risks, to avoid extinction. The first call of the Extinction Rebellion is tell the truth. And that's exactly what I set out to do last November. That's why I commissioned Bevan Jones to compare the current risks to those that we could expect in the next couple of decades. to find out what gaps exist in the available evidence and what actions the Mayor needs to take to ensure that London and Londoners are properly prepared. But I will let Bevan talk in detail about what he has uncovered. For now, I'd like to thank everyone in the Green Group team for actually making sure that this whole event has happened tonight. In particular, George Rashker, who works with me on environment issues, and also Stephen, who is our new apprentice in our team, who has been absolutely awesome in making sure all the practicalities happen. But for now, I'd like to thank all the panelists that we're about to hear from, thank Matthew for agreeing to chair, and to all of you, every single one of you, for coming here and joining us tonight. I'm really looking forward to tonight's conversation. Thank you.